You wanted the best. You've got the best podcast. The hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. The CEOs, authors, thought leaders, visionaries, and motivators. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. It's Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Welcome to the big show, my family and friends. The Chris Voss Show family, the family that loves you but doesn't judge you, at least not as harshly as your mother, because you skipped Thanksgiving dinner last year, and she's still angry about it, and rightly so. So see if you can do better this year. Welcome to the Chris Voss Show, my family and friends. As always, we've been bringing you the billionaires, the CEOs, the newsmakers, the Pulitzer Prize winners, the advisors, the governments and White House stuff, and little old me shows up too with a mic every now and then. We have all the smartest authors on the show and brightest minds, people that are going to educate you, make you smarter. They're going to share their stories of their journeys with you, and out of it, you're going to emerge at the end of this and every podcast that we do 2 to 3 times a week, 10 to 15 times a week. Let's see. You're going to emerge more glorious, more radiant, more beautiful, more excellent. And just people are going to walk around you and just be like, my God, you have the Chris Voss Show glow upon you. Might be radiation, Chernobyl, or it could be the Chris Voss Show glow. You choose. Go with it. Guys, go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, youtube.com/Chris Voss, linkedin.com/Chris Voss. Subscribe to that big fat LinkedIn newsletter, man. That thing gets bigger every day. And TikTok, the Chris Voss one. Today we have an amazing young lady on the show. She's joined with us to talk about some of the things that she does and her newest book that she has coming out October 25th, 2023. My God, we're almost at the end of 2023. I'm still in January. Her book is called Sacred Union, Ascending to a 5D Paradise. Susanna Kennedy joins us on the show today, and like I said, she's going to be giving us the enlightenment on how to 5D ourselves. She is an experienced Ascension coach and a proud creator of Reality Crafting 5.0 consciousness technology. I get this on my phone now. Is that what my 5G is included in my AT&T plan? She's dedicated her life to helping individuals on their path to self-discovery, healing, conscious manifesting, and ascension. Welcome to the show, Susanna. How are you?
I am well. Aloha, Chris. So glad to be here.
Aloha there. And you're coming to us from the big Hawaii.
I am. The beautiful island of Kauai.
There you go. Kauai. Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce it?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So give us your .coms. Where do you want people to find you on the interwebs?
SuzannaKennedy.com.
There you go. And give us a 30,000 overview of what you do, in your words.
Well, I help people to expand their consciousnness and create their version of paradise.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And, I have a version of paradise. Trying to come up with a joke about it, but I don't have one. It's in my own private Idaho, though. But evidently it's not that happy or something. It's, I don't know. I don't have any jokes for it. I set that up, and then nothing came through. So you got this new book. It's coming. Some of the jokes, they die. Some they go. It's just how. Welcome to the show. So this new book that you have, Sacred Union, Ascending to a 5D Paradise. What motivated you to write this? And give us an overview of what the book's about.
Yeah. Well, actually, I wrote a earlier version of this book. I started it like 20 years ago. And at that time, I was seeing what was coming, which was the Earth and humanity ascending to, raising their consciousness and being restored to the original blueprint, which is a 5D reality and 5D people. And I saw that in order to happen, all the 3D stuff would have to fall away and be broken down. And, so that was 20 years ago, seeing what's actually happening right now. So the impetus for this book is to say what's next and how do we align with this thing that's happening where the earth herself is raising her vibration into a place where, what we would call 5D consciousness, which is, if you were to think of layers of consciousness, the lower layer of 5D is going to be love and peace and unity. And then all the vibrations above that, or expressing that. So it serves us to let go of our old 3D consciousness programming, past wounds, and all of that keeps us mired in the third dimension. And let go of that so that we can enter and enjoy that. So that's what the book is about. I do my journey of the transformation that I went through, and these 20 years of helping people raise their consciousness, and then kind of a look at what it's going to be like to give people incentive to do the inner work to get there.
There you go. And you've been doing this for 20 years, as you mentioned.
I have, yes.
That's a long time. I mean, it is a long time. And so in the book, you talk about some different things. You talk about your personal ascension story. Tell us about your journey and your history and what got you here.
Yeah. Well, in 1997, I had been married and had 2 teenage children, and I was a business consultant. And I worked for a firm in Detroit that had the auto companies as their clients. And I designed training and performance solutions. And, I just started, I got to that, everything that we say, the American dream, but I still wasn't feeling the satisfaction, the fulfillment. And I kept asking, what is my soul's purpose? I don't think that I was sent here to Earth to teach guys how to run car dealerships.
Maybe it's the higher car dealership power that sent you here.
Yeah, yes.
It's GM or Ford or something.
Right, definitely. He was working with them. So anyway, I kept asking this question. And then one Saturday morning, I got woken up by this energy that was moving up my spine. It was like a freight train of energy. And it was, my spine was undulating. It felt fiery. It felt electric. It was scary. Wow. And I didn't know what it was. So I oh my God, what's happening? And then I heard a voice that said, you are giving birth to yourself. Just breathe.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had 2 children, and I had learned the Lamaze breath, so I did that. And it did help me to cope with it. It lasted for about an hour and a half. And when it was done, I felt like a completely different person.
Wow.
And I was connected to this vast love and light and unity and everything. But I could still see that there was this part of me that was like a computer program. It was my self-identity, my ego. And it's it was a collection of beliefs about who I was, but it wasn't really who I was. It was a false belief system that, we all create that in our first 7 years. And it's I knew that if I didn't clear that out and get rid of that old programming, I wasn't going to be able to, be who I really am, which had just been birthed into my body, my higher self, and do what I came here to do, because that also came with a really strong sense of mission. That I'm here to do something. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out and get doing it.
There you go. I'm here to. I found my purpose and mission a long time ago. I had the same experience where I had a birthing. I think it was after some Red Bulls and vodka, though. My might have been different than yours. Not to delineate yours, but I found that my life first was tacos and pizza.
Well, that's an easy one to fulfill.
It's really deep. So there you go. Sometimes I have the pizza with the tacos. People don't know you can do that. So the title of your book, Sacred Union. How do people achieve, or what does it mean to be in a sacred union with oneself and with others in the universe?
Yeah, well, that actually is our natural state, and that we are one with everything. And I know that that's a concept that gets thrown out there a lot. I was trying to figure out a way to really describe it. So imagine that there's a tapestry that you're looking at. And it's a tapestry, and it shows a village, and there's people, and there's animals, and there's plants and buildings. And when you're looking at the tapestry, you can see that it's all connected. All the threads are connected, but you can see the individual parts of that. Now, if you were to go into that tapestry and be part of it, it's living, it's moving, it's breathing, and you feel your individuality, but because you feel the connection, you feel the oneness, you feel that you are that. You that's another expression of you. So of course you're treating everybody with love and respect, and they're in the fifth dimension. You are. It's all love. It's all joy. You're doing what you love to do, and there's technology existing that helps make everything real easy. So you spend most of your time looking to express the love that you are. So creative expression becomes, valued, and so that's what it feels like to be in that. And so the sacred union that I'm talking about is actually letting go of all the illusions of separation. Because unity and oneness is our natural state, but we have all of these layers of illusion that makes us think that just because there's empty space between you and me that we're not connected, and we have layers that separate us even within ourselves. So, an illusionary separation between us and our higher self, or source, or other people, or, our right and left hemisphere of our brain. And, our mind is not working properly with our emotions. And, so there's all kinds of separation that we can get rid of because they're illusions.
There you go. And so what are illusions? Is that where we're just deceiving ourselves, where we have delusions of what reality is, or we've convinced ourselves of different things that are our own private Idaho sort of thing?
Yeah, well, it's a perception that is false. So that's an illusion.
There you go. And how do you discover that it's false? How do you identify and go, this isn't true at all, what I'm believing?
Yeah, well, when you really come to the knowing that you are love and light in a physical body, then all of those ideas that you're less than, or you're not enough of, or you're too much of, you recognize them as illusions. They're not true. They were beliefs that you took on based on what was going on in your environment, and usually in those first 7 formative years. And then those beliefs then create the events in your life. And because they create the events based on your beliefs, the events seem to validate your beliefs. But they're not true in the first place. So that's how we clear them out by...
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so this is what you call the ultimate life upgrade, to clear out these blocks, and you use some time-tested techniques to shed emotional baggage, embrace your divine potential, and align your higher self. A lot of people carry emotional baggage I left mine at LAX and and haven't seen it since, but I don't want it back. What types of people carry the most emotional baggage, or what sort of things do you find they've experienced, or how do you know if you're carrying too much emotional baggage?
Well, because things aren't going right in your life, and you're getting into dramas are created. You're not getting along with people. Your life isn't the way you want it.
I thought drama's half the fun, though.
Yeah. Well, they can be fun, and and I have preferred to replace drama with magic.
Oh, that's good. That's much better. People don't go to jail for crazy stuff, and there's less drama, the better. I see drama on cops and TV shows all the time. So yeah, probably drama is bad.
Yeah, well, that's the only time I see it is if I watch TV, because it certainly isn't in my life anymore.
That's the smart way to do it. So Reality Crafting 5.0. Yeah. Tell us how this works. How do we get better at crafting Reality 5.0?
Yeah. So Reality Crafting 5.0 is kind of two layers to it. So one is that it's an overall system where I take people step by step through moving through it. So the first step, obviously, is to get rid of all the third dimensional beliefs, the limiting beliefs, and the emotional baggage that they created. And then raising your vibration so that you are a vibrational match for your higher dimensional self to come into your body. Uh-huh. And when you get to that point, then your soul essence is really vibrating and radiating from your heart without any filters. Mm-hmm. Then you start attracting the people who you're meant to be with, your soul family, the soul purpose, and all the resources that you need to fulfill it. Mm-hmm. And then you're clear enough to consciously create. Mm-hmm. So, and that's where the Reality Crafting 5.0 is also a session that I do, where with a client, we tap in and they take, say, one aspect of their reality that they would like to upgrade. Mm-hmm. And I have the ability to kind of like read all of the frequencies, and I'm really gotten good at being able to create an intention that works for their highest good. And a lot of times people will say, well, there's something about, my relationships, and and they say, I don't know how to say it, but then I can tap into what is the highest potential as far as their relationship goes, and formulate an intention, and then we call up any vibrations, any frequencies, old baggage, old beliefs, whatever it is that's in resistance to this new reality that they want to create. Mm-hmm. So you clear out the resistance, and then that resistance energy gets transformed into creative energy. Mm-hmm. And so instead of resisting, it's the creative energy that then fuels that intention. And then you anchor it in, and then it starts to radiate out to the rest of your reality. So anything that needs to change in order to let that new creation unfold will gracefully change, and then the new reality is manifest.
There you go. And how to move right from one to the other. When you work with clients, what do you think is their biggest challenge that you see a lot of people struggling with these days?
Feelings of not being enough, self-image feelings and worthiness, and a lot of that. And that's really an important starting point, because when you can come into love and compassion for yourself and really see yourself as a being of love and light, then you know that you're here for a purpose too, and you're not here by mistake. You didn't do anything bad. You're here, and you're here to contribute to this planetary ascension that's going on, and you can clear away all the obstacles and then get doing what you came here to do. Everyone is needed.
There you go. Yes, everyone needs to find their purpose and what's important. In fact, some people need to find their purpose more than other people. So tell us, you talk in the book about how to unlock the secrets to higher dimensional manifestation. What is higher dimensional manifestation?
Okay. Well, that is, first of all, connecting with that part of yourself that is that's connected to Source Creator, so the original creator of all that is. So you get into that's the highest aspect, and that has the creative authority in your reality. So you connect with that, and then when you are creating and you're using your imagination to create something new, that is fifth and higher dimensional creating, because the imagination is not part of the mind. It's, the mind is a information processor, and the database that it refers to is the past. So it doesn't know how to imagine or create anything new, which is another reason why you want to clear out the old programming, because you can't really create anything new with all of that programming. So it's really good to get rid of that first. So we have the highest self that you can be, and the imagination is triggered, and then you create and you get the feeling. So the feeling energy of it, that it's already there, that you're grateful that it's already happening, it's already there. That energy of gratefulness, gratitude is a really high frequency energy, and it really is the best to get your creations going, because you can actually feel that you're in that new reality. You're having fun. I always imagine I'm on the phone telling my friend about, oh gosh, this just happened and it was wonderful, and this happened, and and that really gets me excited and in that space of gratitude. And then once you've got that as the intention and you've removed all the resistance, then you can anchor it in to your reality and have it gracefully integrate into the bigger picture of your life.
There you go. Probably really important to have that graceful part, because you get that integration well.
Yes, for sure. Because people want change fast sometimes, or they think they do, but
want it now.
Yeah. So, but to think about what needs to happen in order for that to unfold, could very well not be graceful. So you want to have the best ratio of quick, easy, and graceful.
Yeah, quick, easy, and graceful. That's the best way to do it. So when you work with clients, tell us about your coaching programs and your offerings that you have on your website here. I think I see you have some stuff that you do with people.
Yeah, well, I have the Emotional Mental Detox program, which is something which is that deprogramming. So that's deprogramming subconscious and clearing out all the emotional baggage. And I have that offered as a do-it-yourself, digital product. So they can do that. If you want more support, we can do that with coaching. So I can coach you through it. And then my VIP package is to actually do the reality crafting sessions alongside of that. So you do an emotional mental detox session. You can do that on your own or with me. But then the next week, after that's had a chance to integrate, then we do the upgrade of that part of your reality and go through the sessions that way.
There you go. And so I noticed you have a free offering too on your website.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, the triple flame activation. So that is a very, very powerful meditation that it calls in divine light, divine love, and divine wisdom. And they call it the triple flame because divine light is yellow, divine love is pink, and the divine power is blue. And that's the energy that many spiritual teachers have used for healing, for purification. And so what that does is it does a purification on your energy system. And it works with your higher self, that part of yourself, the I am presence, I call it, or a lot of people call it. And it clears everything out. It clears the meridian pathways. So the meridian pathways are the energy pathways that the life force moves through. And it's distributed to our organs and systems. And that's where trauma can get stuck. And so if we clear out those pathways first, then when we go to do the detox, the emotional mental detox, and we call up the things that were hidden and suppressed, and they might be, in your body, or they might be in the, fourth dimension or something around you, but we call it up and it moves up the spine, and then it has no resistance.
Wow.
So then you don't have to re-experience whatever trauma that put it there.
You can clear that out.
Yeah, so it makes it much more graceful. But it customizes itself to each person. So some people, if you're feeling depressed and you don't have a lot of energy, it can help clear out that real dense energy and help you feel, more energetic. But if you're all wired up and keyed up, it could help you to relax. So it'll do what you need it to do.
There you go. So this has been pretty insightful. People should pick up your book, see if they can get to the 5D part. I think I've been stuck on 3D, and I just need to upgrade my phone or something. Is that how it works? Wait, 3G. That's a different thing. I don't know.
That's a different thing on your phone.
I always get those confused. There you go. So as we go out, Suzanna, give us your final thoughts and pitch to people to sign up with your services, get to know you better, and reach out to you.
Yeah, well, my mission is really now about helping others to reach their highest potential. And I have lots of services and products to help them do that. And it's just so important right now because we're at that crossroads. And, in order to get into the higher dimension and for us to all enjoy that fifth dimensional paradise, this is what we have to do to get there. So, and like I said before, everybody has a purpose. You're here for this time, and we need you to be all that you can be and contribute what you came here to contribute.
Definitely. We all need to be who all we can be, but some of us need to be more who we can all be more than others. Let's put it that way. So there you go. Well, Suzanna, this has been really insightful to have you on, and I hope people pick up your book and check it out. Give us your .coms one last time as we go out.
It's SuzannaKennedy.com. So that's SUZANNA Kennedy, KENNEDY.com.
There you go. Thank you very much, Suzanna, for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
There you go. And thanks, audience, for tuning in. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss, LinkedIn.com/Chris Voss, and we'll see you guys next time. And that's